Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you're new. I'm Cheryl. This is Table Full of Joy, and friends, I have an exciting ingredient today. We are cooking with fresh figs. I have never cooked with a fresh fig before ever, so this is exciting for me to get to try these. I have a lot of recipes that I use with fig jam, but I've never actually cooked with figs myself. Or from fresh, that's what I mean. So we are gonna make some delicious fig bars. My husband's been asking me for some fig Newtons as soon as our friend blessed us with these beautiful plums from her tree. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for these. They are perfectly ripe. They are so soft right now. And so I was looking at the recipe that we're gonna make for these fig bars. They're actually an oatmeal fig bar. And I was wanting to make some jam because I have some recipes that I make with jam. The recipe for the filling that they use is very, very similar to the jam that I wanna make. So I'm just gonna make the jam. I'm gonna skip doing the filling that's in that recipe. I'm gonna use the jam from this recipe and use the oat mixture for the bars from the other one. So I'll have both recipes linked in the description box for you guys, so you guys can check them out. If you don't wanna make the jam, by all means, just use the recipe that they give you for the fig bars. So let's get these figs taken care of. They're gonna have, the jam's gonna have to cook down. So that's gonna take probably a good 20 to 30 minutes for that to happen. And then we're gonna get our mixture made up for our bars. We're gonna get these in the oven and they're gonna be delicious. And my husband's gonna be so excited when he gets home. So let's get these figs taken care of. We're also using a fresh local honey that we got. We purchased this together when we went on one of our little adventures out to Thistledown Farm. We grabbed one of these and our first time using it. So I'm excited to have some fresh local honey with our fresh local figs. All right, so we need to quarter our figs and take the stem off. We don't want this stem right here, so we're gonna take our stems off and we're just gonna quarter these. And I've just got a pot right here that I'm gonna put all of my figs into. All right, here's all of our beautiful figs. We are gonna put in a half a cup of sugar. This recipe originally calls for coconut sugar, which I do not have. And I'm just gonna use, it says you can use granulated, so that's what I'm gonna do. We need a little bit of vanilla. It says some fresh lemon juice, and I'm out of fresh lemons in my house, but I do have this whole, just pure lemon juice. If I don't have fresh lemons, this is my favorite one to use, especially when making jams, jellies, all those things. I love using this lemon juice. So we're gonna put in about a tablespoon. That is about a lemon's worth of juice. And then we need to do our fresh honey. And we need a half a cup of that. This is absolutely beautiful honey. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this right into my measuring cup, get a half a cup. I love that this jam has such really clean ingredients in it. We're just gonna put that right in here. I'm gonna use one of these figs to just scrape off my measuring cup. Perfect. All right, we're gonna put this over on our burner and we're gonna cook this down for about 20 to 30 minutes until it is a nice, thick, beautiful jam consistency. All right, friends, our fig jam is done and it looks and smells absolutely amazing. Grab another pot holder so I can tip it so you guys can see it. Looks incredible. It smells super good. So we're gonna let that sit there for just a few minutes while we get everything else ready for our bars. We need to make our crumble mixture, and which is also the dough that goes on the bottom. We're gonna get that made really quick. We're gonna get these bars in the oven. They're gonna be delicious. All right, so we need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I think my bowl is gonna be good enough, maybe not. We'll find out here in a second. There's 2. There's our quarter. We need 1 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And we want to pack our brown sugar down just to make sure that we're getting our full 1 3/4 cup. And there's 1. That looks about 3/4. And I think I do need to get a bigger bowl because I think this one's gonna be too small. All right, a little bit bigger one I think will work better. All right, we're gonna do some cinnamon. I'm just eyeballing the cinnamon. My husband and I absolutely love cinnamon. I've got 1 1/4 cups of butter in a measuring cup, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave just for a minute, get that melted. We need 2 cups of oats, and I hope that I have 2 cups, but we'll see. See what we have left in this container. And it's going to be close. So there's 1. I'm going to go ahead and put in, let's see here, I have some instant oatmeal packets. And I'm just going to throw in a couple of these. These work great in a pinch if you are running short on oatmeal for something. You can always substitute these little packets. This one is just a brown sugar, so I think it's going to be totally fine. I'm not going to worry about, but that also gets something else out of my cupboard. So we need 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. And we need 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And a little bit of salt. Salt is always important in baked goods. It just helps round out flavors, kind of helps bring everything together. I'm going to use a fork to mix this because we're going to pour our melted butter in here, and this is what's making our dough. Once we get all of this mixed together, we are going to pour our melted butter in here, and we're going to take half of this and put this in our baking pan and press it down. And then the other part of it is going to become a crumble that's going to go on top. We just want to make sure we're breaking up our brown sugar. All right, let's check our butter. Not quite. Let's do it a little bit. I grew up eating fig bars, the Nabisco brand. Fig Newtons were always so tasty. It was definitely a favorite when we would take family trips. All right, here's our butter. I'm going to use my fork. Just kind of stir this around, let that residual heat melt the rest of our butter. All right, I think that's good. Let's get our melted butter poured into our dry mixture. The recipe says this is going to be kind of a real crumbly kind of a dough, but it will stick together when you push it down. You want to use a measuring cup to push this down in the bottom of your baking dish. So we just want to make sure we get it all mixed in really well. Make sure all of that flour is covered in our melted butter. We're going to line our baking pan with parchment. I'm going to go ahead and start getting some of this put in here. Kind of hold that parchment paper down for me. I apologize if you can hear the neighbor's dog barking. I'm going to do with my hand a little bit, and then I'm going to get a measuring cup and I will compact this down nice and tight. We're using our parchment to make it easy to get our bars out of our pan. A little bit more over here in the corner. Use my measuring cup to really compact this down and get it nice and tight. Just like that. That looks amazing. All right, so here's our fig. As I said, I went ahead and made the jam and not the filling that it called for. The rest of this jam, I'm gonna put this in a jar and stick this in my refrigerator. And I will have this when I am ready to make some of the other delicious recipes that I love to make with figs. I don't want to go too thick or too heavy with this filling, but I definitely want to make sure there's enough of it here. I think that looks good. All right, now we're just going to take some of our crumble. We're going to crumble this over the top, making sure to get all of this covered up. It smells so good. I've never had a homemade fig Newton before. And I love that these are made with oatmeal. All right, these are gonna bake at 350 for about 30 minutes. And there is our fig bars. Oh my word. These look absolutely incredible. And we got 2 jars of fig jam from that 2 pounds of figs. This needs to set for a good 15-20 minutes. Then we're gonna lift this out with our parchment paper. We're gonna cut these into bars. My husband's gonna try one when he gets home. He's gonna be super excited. Here are our cooled fig bars. I am super excited about these. Let's get them out of the pan, get them on our cutting board. They're probably still a little bit too warm to cut, but hubby and I have gotta go do some things before we come back and make dinner later. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out so that he's got a piece that he can try for you guys as soon as he gets home before we take off to go get some things done. All right, here is our fig bars. Oh my word, friends, look at those. They look incredible. Let's get that paper down so you can see. They look amazing. I'm gonna let them sit here out of the pan for just a few minutes until he gets home, and then we'll cut these and he can try one. Friends, hubby just got home. He's excited. We made our homemade fig Newtons, or our oat fig bars. Hubby's gonna give these a try for us and see how he likes them. Wow. They turned out beautiful. They look really, really good. They're flaky.
They're flaky, but they're a nice size too. Very good.
So I'm gonna let him taste these for you, and he can tell you how good these things are, or how gross they are. Who knows?
Well, not gross. They got a nice crunch to them. Flavor of the figs is really good. I forget what you call those.
Fig Newtons.
Well, I know, but the kind of fig that...
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember a bit. So yeah, as I showed you guys earlier, we made this entire pan of fig bars and we got 2 jars of fig jam. So we're gonna keep one of these and we're gonna bless the lady that gave us the figs. We're gonna give her a jar of fig jam so her and her husband can enjoy that. And why not re-bless somebody that blessed you? So,
This make it excellent dessert.
yeah, so he's gonna enjoy this. We've got some work to go do, so he's getting a little sugar boost, little bit of protein with the oatmeal, and we're gonna go do something. But friends, thank you guys so much for joining me in my kitchen as we got to play with a new product or new ingredient that I've never played with before. I've never done anything with fresh figs. I've used fig jam, store-bought, and that kind of stuff, but I've never actually made fig jam or made anything with figs. And so this was super exciting to get to have a new product to try, a new ingredient, bring you guys along with me. So if you guys have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you part of my YouTube family. Hit that notification bell down there so you're notified every time we upload a video. Give this video a big thumbs up because hubby says those bars are a big thumbs up.
Yes.
So give this video a big thumbs up, friends. Share my channel with your friends and family if you think what we're doing here is something that they would enjoy. And friends, we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day.
God bless you all.
God bless.